live stream today. I just spontaneously decided to do it. Probably going to keep it short, and just say Happy New Year. And I'm going to share all the life-changing things that I've learned throughout my life and what I mentor my committed clients on, and what I've been sharing, especially since 2017 after I recovered from the mental health breakdown, and I'm excited to keep sharing it. So for me, New Year's, especially the last few years, always makes me think of discipline, because, and it isn't a judgment, most people are not living a disciplined life, right? That's their choice, right? And I'm not judging that, but I'm talking facts. So most people don't live a disciplined life, and I never used to either for the first 20 years of my life, maybe longer than that, until I decided that I didn't enjoy the mental health problems that I suffered because of being undisciplined. I wasn't happy, I wasn't successful in every single area of my life, and I didn't have much gratitude. Sometimes I did. So I decided to change, and discipline is something that I love. I know that Mike Tyson says that quote, and I really respect Mike Tyson, and I love that he's happy. He deserves it after what he's been through, and he's inspired me in many of his talks. And I know that Customato, his mentor, who's an amazing man, taught him, but I don't agree on the statement that Mike Tyson says when he says discipline is doing something you hate, but doing it like you love it. Even though I agree for him, that's not true for me. Discipline is doing something that I love doing, and having the strength to keep away from the things that are not good for me, that I don't enjoy, I don't like the effects of them. But I see where Tyson's coming from, and he's, that's what his mentor taught him, and it's worked for Tyson, and that's really what it's about. Does it work for you? Are you living it? And that's important. People have got to be themselves. A lot of people, they love quoting other people, but they don't have any quotes themselves because they've not done anything. They've not pushed themselves, and they're not being disciplined in their life, right? But again, not a judgment. That's down to people. But these are facts. This is what I'm teaching, what I'm living, and this has got me great results in my clients. Let's see. Happy New Year. But again, it's all about how you interpret things. So, yeah, discipline. So, let me give you an example. It's not urine, by the way. This is green tea. Green tea. Now, this is discipline. It takes discipline to drink green tea because it's healthy, it's good for you, and I actually like the taste. I never used to. That's discipline. It's tempting for me to drink Coke, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, fizzy drinks, because I loved drinking those growing up. I didn't like the effects of those things. The sugar, your health, crashing. It ruins your life if you keep drinking that stuff long term. Look at this, for example. Here's one I prepared earlier. And I love healthy eating, healthy food. So this is a prawn stir fry. I've made a separate video today for all of you, and I've edited in a clip, and I'm going to share the recipe on my Instagram page so anyone can cook it for themselves. So this is prawn vegetable stir fry. I made this earlier. I ate this. This takes discipline. I was tempted today. I was really tempted to have a McDonald's or some junk food, which is okay in moderation, and I'll explain that in another video. That's part of discipline. Not too much though, if you want to live a healthy lifestyle and get the best out of yourself and life, and be a blessing to other people and be able to make a positive impact on other people. Because I wrote this on my Instagram today, and I have a lot of support. When you lose weight and get in shape, a lot of people get jealous. They don't like you, right? Because they don't like themselves. They're not in shape. Anger, resentment, hatred, all that kind of stuff that I just don't engage in. But I understand it. And people love giving their opinions, which are unsolicited. They don't come from someone that's actually living what they're trying to pass on. It's just criticism. It's just hate in disguise. Oh, this person said that, he read that, but Mike Tyson says this, so I'm going to repeat it. But it's like, well, you're not getting the results that Mike Tyson's getting for a start. You're not getting the results that I'm getting. So I'm not going to listen to what you're saying until you start living what you're actually trying to preach and teach. And I see a positive example in how you're living your life. Until then, I pray for you. I generally wish you the best, but I'm not going to listen to your advice. So discipline is having the strength to not take on negative advice, or advice that comes from people that are actually not applying it in their life. They're not getting the results. That's really, really important. So there's that. Now, I agree with David Goggins. Love David Goggins. I appreciate him when he says, you know, New Year comes. Every year you're going to see it. You're going to get half of the planet saying that they're going to do this, they're going to do that. They're not going to change anything. If you didn't change last year, you won't change this year. Unless you've got a mentor, unless you really decided that you want to change your life, you're going to be accountable. You're going to stop being angry and resentful. You want to be a better person. You want to be kinder. Then you're going to change. Most people are not going to change. They just say it because they feel emotions in the moment, or people get drunk and they talk BS. It's the alcohol speaking, it's the drug speaking. The next few days comes 2024, they're not going to train, they're not going to be disciplined, they're going to stay in that pattern. So if you don't want that, then you've got to change that. You've got to stop talking nonsense. So it's really about, you know, the honesty and the accountability, and that's why I only work with committed clients on my paid programs who want to change their life and be disciplined. So for those of you that want to be disciplined, you can do it. And I want to share my story, right? Like I said, I've made all of the mistakes of being undisciplined in my life, and I've learned from them and become disciplined. So before you become disciplined in anything, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to stop being a negative person and you want to be a positive person, and you want to start, you know, having respect for people yourself and just being a positive person, living your life in a positive way. Whether you want to quit your job, you want to start your dream job, start your own business, do what my client Phil's done, who's invested in my 2-year program. He's turned his life around and he's built a successful business we did it in 6 months, but let's say a year. Just so that we're not, it is factual. He did it in 6 months and he's continuing. So whatever you want to achieve in your life, you're going to need discipline to do it. Otherwise, it's going to be very unlikely. If you want to start, eating healthier, and you want to stop eating junk food, or if you want to give up alcohol, you want to stop drinking alcohol, and you want to live a cleaner, positive life, you're going to need discipline to do that. And my daily discipline routine teaches anyone who's committed to practicing it how to successfully do that. Okay, like I've said before, you know, if you want to be successful and positive, then you've got to take responsibility. And I've said this quote before: when people blame other people, what they do is they sabotage their success, and that's a lack of discipline. So blaming doesn't help, unfortunately. If blaming helped, everybody would be skinny, successful, rich, happy, positive, kind, and respectful. Clearly that isn't the case. So if you want to be a better person in any area of life, then you have to stop blaming other people, because whilst you blame, you stay in pain, nothing changes. So that is discipline in itself. That takes such strong character, because everybody does it, everyone's done it, but successful people do it a lot less. When you're happy and you're successful and you're living a disciplined life and you're grateful, you ain't got time to blame, because you're happy. You're too focused on giving. So blaming all the time is taking. You're not helping anybody and yourself. So if it's a case where you're in so much pain, I understand that, and you can't do it on your own, then you've got to get help. You've got to seek professional help. If it's that bad, and it can get that bad, and I understand that for people, and I've overcome a mental health breakdown, you've got to get professional help. You've got to speak to a therapist, a doctor. I'm not a professional mental health worker. I mentor people, obviously, who want to change their life, live their dreams. Obviously, they've got to be at a healthy level mentally. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to help them. I'm not qualified. They'd have to get professional help. Now, getting help is a strength. I got help when I needed it in 2017, and it got me well again. So please, anyone out there who's suicidal, got suicidal thoughts, who's got really bad mental health problems, please, from my heart, speak to the professionals immediately. You know, call the Samaritans, speak to your family, a trusted friend, get the help ASAP. Those of you that are not, you know, suicidal and mentally unwell, but you're just struggling with the normal anxiety that everyone has, and you know you want to change your life, then follow my advice with the daily discipline routine that I teach, and I've been sharing it a lot on the videos. I know some people are new now. So number one is practicing gratitude when you wake up. No matter what's going on in your life, we've all got challenges. Practice saying thank you. Number two, make sure that you make the bed every morning you wake up, because a lot of people wake up in the morning, they just chuck the covers, the bed's messy. They don't realize that the little things affect everything in their life, their mental state, their financial state, their relationships, their job, their career, family, right across the board, because it's all in the little detail of discipline. So if you make the bed every day and you say thank you, you're already making progress to live in a positive, disciplined life. Then you can build on the more advanced disciplines. Example, maybe for some people, quitting alcohol, quitting watching porn, quitting masturbation, quitting drugs, alcohol, or quitting unhealthy eating, or quitting constantly gossiping and judging people and being angry and blaming everyone. You can start to quit those toxic, negative behaviors. You can use that same energy to channel into positive energy. So negative energy is only bad and negative when people displace it on other people in a negative way. They don't channel it and control it and put the negative energy into a positive behavioral release. Example, going for a run for 30 minutes, or going for a jog, or going and hitting a punch bag, going and doing boxing, or working out, doing a weight routine, or doing some long distance walking. That would get rid of the negative energy and it would transform it into positive energy. So a lot of people don't have the discipline to control their energy. A lack of awareness, a bad attitude, blaming, projecting, being resentful, being undisciplined. These are things that you really want to start to change if you want to change your life. If you want to remain the way you are, then I have to. Everyone's got to leave you to do that, because that's your choice. Everyone's entitled to live their life according to how they want to live it. But those of you that really want to change, you will value what I'm saying, you will apply it, and you will see the results that you get for yourself. Another great exercise of discipline, where a lot of people fail with, and I see it all the time, is people are not kind to other people, and that's because they're not disciplined. It takes discipline to be kind, although, you know, we should be kind, and people in society, it gets floated around like it's just expected, but the reality is people are not. You know, if everyone was kind, you know, the world would be a better place. But we can't change other people. I can't change you. I can't change others. I can change myself though. If you change yourself, you start projecting, you start seeing that the world is it is a better place to live, and you meet kind people, because that's how you're showing up, you're behaving. You meet people with the same values. So kindness is probably the best way how to change your life. Not just being kind when you're drunk, because the alcohol and the drugs, it's not really you, or at New Year's, everybody wants to say Happy New Year and shake each other's hands. That's lovely. But then tomorrow comes, everyone goes back to being unkind again. Unkind for 11 and a half months of the year, but kind for one day when you're drunk and on drugs, and you're not in control of yourself. So being kind is something that you should practice for life every day. I practice it every day. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great way to treat people, and you never really regret it. Could pretty much put that down to one of the meanings of life, all right? I don't have all the answers, no one does, but I've got some of the answers. And if you want to live a better life, be kind to people, be kind to yourself. That takes discipline, because you've got to control your anger, your resentment, your judging towards others, all the resentment towards yourself, all of the bad relationship with yourself. You've got to control that, and you've got to not be that way to other people. This is ABCs of how to be human and live a better life and treat other people the same. I always say this to people: ask yourself the honest question. It's got nothing to do with me. Do you like the way that you treat people? And you're going to get the answer. Your heart's not going to lie. If the answer's no, that's why you're not happy in your life. Now, obviously, the great thing about people is they can change. I'm testament to that. I changed my life several times. I help clients to. My heroes, my mentors changed. So if you change the way that you treat people from unkind or aggressive or nasty or judgmental on all platforms, on social media, in person, from day to day, when you're in a coffee shop or when you're at work, when you're in the gym, if you start to be kind to people, wow, your whole life's going to change. Every single aspect will change, because generally people like kind people. They like being around them. They trust them, they're strong, it's safe, makes you feel good. Generally people don't like being around people that are nasty and unkind, because we've all experienced that growing up, bullying. Happy New Year, Tim, mate. Happy New Year to you. God bless you. So really ask yourself, if you really want to change your life, then you've got to change the way that you treat people. These are lessons that I learned in my life growing up. So you've got to take responsibility, and that is all discipline. Gratitude is discipline. So this is what I teach on my paid mentorship programs and on all the free platforms. So this stuff's great. And, like all things that are valuable, it's not easy, it's challenging. It doesn't come overnight. It takes time, it takes work. But if you start today, you're going to see the results. Just start from right today. Make it not just a New Year's resolution or whatever, how you pronounce it. Don't just say it for an hour because you feel happy now. Live it. Don't start saying things that you're not going to do, because you're going to feel bad about it. So be careful what you say you're going to do as opposed to what you actually are going to do. These are some values that I've learned and virtues. So that's more ways in which you can build discipline. So let's go over some ways again. Let's go over basics, because it's all about, I simplify my mentorship. Life is simple, but people make it difficult because of overthinking and not taking responsibility and getting control over their emotions and doing positive things. Okay, so we start from the basics. Let's start from the ground roots, my daily discipline routine laid out. Welcome for all of you that are committed to living and applying it. Just want to say, I want to give thanks. Always give thanks. I want to give thanks to God, my faith. Thanks to all the good people that helped me in 2017 when I was down. I was really struggling with mental health. Everything I was struggling with, right across the board, financially, mentally, emotionally, and good people. There wasn't loads, but they did show up in numbers, and I got great help, and it helped me to recover. So I want to say thanks for that. I really appreciate that. I wouldn't be where I am now. Right, so discipline. Discipline starts as soon as you wake up in the morning. As soon as you wake up in the morning, thoughts come, the mind comes, and it's even scientifically proven. I believe it's the amygdala part of the brain, but it doesn't matter if I'm not accurate. I know what I'm teaching is correct. It's quite natural to feel high levels of anxiety in the morning. Obviously not for everyone. If you're living a good life, depends on stress levels, but generally when people wake up in the morning, all their negative intrusive thoughts come at them, right? I deal with it too. So the first thing you want to do when you wake up in the morning is say out loud, thank you. That's all you've got to do to start with. Just say the words, thank you. That's gratitude. The word thankfulness is gratitude, and then you can build on that. So say thank you when you wake up. When you decide to get out of bed, make the bed straight away. Get it out of the way. If you can wake up every morning and say thank you, make your bed, before we even get to the next steps, you are already succeeding in life. Compared to the average person, bless them, God bless them, who doesn't do that because they're not aware that they should do that, and that helps a lot. And obviously it's not easy for people. Anxiety is really overwhelming for people. So hopefully this will make more people aware. They'll start practicing it, because I wasn't aware of it until I had to learn in life and became aware and practiced it and got the results. So do that. Once you get used to, after about, let's say, 14 to 30 days, it will become a habit. You'll wake up, you go, thank you. I'm thankful for being alive. I'm thankful for what I have got in my life. I'm not going to focus straight away on what I don't have and how it's making me unhappy and comparing myself to other people. I'm not going to do that, because the thank you breaks that train of thought. It interrupts that pattern of negative thoughts and complaints and blaming and all that kind of stuff. Once you master the thank you, making the bed, you can then progress on to getting up. First thing you do when you get up is you look around the apartment where you're staying. I don't mind, it doesn't matter. You could be living in a mansion, you could be at your parents', you could be you renting your own place, you could be living with your partner, your wife, your husband, you could be living on a sofa, you could be wherever you're staying, wherever you're living, look around you and see what needs to be cleaned and clean it. If there's cups that have been left out or glasses, take them out into the sink, wash them out. If there's plates from the night before where you've ate food, take the plate out. If there's, empty the food, eat the food, wash the plates up. I'm telling you, this stuff will change life. It transformed my life. It's the stuff that most of our grandmas and our granddads and our parents taught us and told us to do when we were younger, but we failed to do it in our adult life because we got undisciplined. We lost gratitude. We allowed our attitude to become poor, negative, and we complained a lot, blamed a lot, and we didn't be grateful for the things that we have got. So when you clean the apartment, you clean your psyche. You feel better. You're telling yourself, I'm someone that I can depend on. I'm someone that I can respect. Other people will respect me. I can trust myself. I can believe in myself. I can succeed. I can achieve my goals. I can be a better person in life because I can get up, make my bed, say thank you, and clean my apartment on a regular basis. Once you've done that and you're ready, you move on to the next step, which is exercising. And I've explained that on all my platforms, and it's something that I love doing. I did it today. A lot of my clients are doing it on my paid programs. A lot of people that are following me on the free platforms are doing it. It's brilliant. Everyone helps one another, and I'll get to that in a second. Then you can go and exercise. To start with, I'm going to simplify it for you so you don't get scared and overwhelmed. I'm going to say a 30-minute workout, not 3 hours, not 10 hours, not 2.5 hours. We can build up to that when that feels right for you. We're going to start off simple so that we don't speak more than what we're capable of actually doing. And we're not going to put too much pressure on ourselves. We're not going to try and be perfect, because no one's perfect, but that's not an excuse to not be the best person you can be and the kindest person you can be. We're going to start with a 30-minute workout. The next question people are going to say, what should I do? Do a workout that you enjoy that's right for you. I'll give you some examples if you're stuck. You can do 30 minutes of boxing training. You can go online, watch me working out on the bag. 30 minutes of hitting the bag is life-changing for men and women of all ages, both men and women. 30 minutes on the punch bag will teach you discipline, how to be disciplined, and how to be disciplined in life, how to respect people, how to respect yourself, and how to be more positive and have less anxiety. If boxing isn't right for you, no problem. Go and do 30 minutes of mixed martial arts MMA. If that's not right for you, no problem. 30 minutes of weight training, bodybuilding. If that's not right for you, do 30 minutes of running. Go and run in the park or nature, or run on the treadmill, whatever feels right for you. And if those things don't resonate, then swimming is great. And if any of those exercises that I said don't resonate, find something that does. There's an exercise for you that'll work. Then you'll be doing that for 30 minutes. Imagine that life. This is the life that I live. I'm blessed to live. My committed clients do. Many of you are doing it. I wake up in the morning. I say thank you every morning. I make my bed. I clean my apartment. I go and work out. I eat healthy. I do a job that I love. I get paid to do what I love. I get paid to work the hours I want, when I want. I can travel around the world. I work with great clients. I don't have to work for a boss. That's a great life because I earned it. I worked hard. I faced my fears. There's no reason why you can't live your dream life. So after you've done the exercise now it's on to the advanced training. This stuff, healthy eating, start to eat healthy. Let me just show you something to get started with. 1 second, I'll be back. Okay, man. I'm really excited. Here's some I prepared for you guys and girls earlier, right? I'm going to show you something. I want to make this so simple for people. Right, so those of you that want to start eating healthy, who have a poor diet, don't judge yourself. It doesn't work that way. Don't judge me because you don't like that maybe I'm in better shape than you, or I'm slimmer, or I'm not, or don't judge someone else who's in better shape. That will not help you. That's discipline. Listen for a second. Don't listen to the critical mind that is judging me and you right now and everybody because it's angry and upset. Listen to this. Now, I started off when I was struggling with my diet. One simple thing. This is where I started. Blueberries. Blueberries is one of the healthiest fruits for you. I've done a video on this. Go online. If you eat a packet of blueberries every day, half a packet, or you're already starting to live a disciplined life being healthy. Now, other examples of things that you can eat: avocado, raspberries, my favorite vegetable, broccoli, tomatoes, for the Americans say tomatoes. So you can pick one and start with one. When you get used to eating the blueberries or one healthy item a day, you can then progress on to the next thing. Then you can do what I'm doing on my committed clients. You can start putting together healthy recipes. What I've done, here's one I made earlier, prawn stir fry. If you follow me, you get all this information and advice for free. Obviously, those of you that want to hire my time, that's paid mentorship. I only work with committed clients. Okay. So here's examples of basics of how to get started. And if you master the basics, you will be successful and you will move on to the more advanced disciplines, right? So these are other examples. This is actually what I teach in all the programs: the 1 year paid mentorship program, the 6 weeks mentorship program, and on all the free platforms. So let's put these away for a second. Say Happy New Year to all of you and get some questions. Hold on. So I'm on a bit of a roll today. I'm going to show you some other examples of healthy stuff. Green tea, one of the most healthiest things to drink, and I love this stuff. Extra virgin olive oil. I'm not getting paid, by the way, to sponsor these guys, and they don't need to. But this is great stuff. All healthy diet. You always want to cook in olive oil. Green tea is very healthy, so this is great stuff. So if you want to transform your life in 2024, follow my daily discipline routine that I practice. I live it in my life. It gives me a lot of joy and happiness. My committed clients that are doing my paid programs, they apply it. And I'm going to keep growing this and sharing it on podcast shows, on talks, everywhere I go. I'm not going to speak too much on what I want to do next year because, like I said to all of you, I'm a huge believer in this, and again, take what feels right for you. As Bruce Lee said, absorb what is useful, reject what is not useful, and add essentially what is your own. Great words, wise words from Bruce. I appreciate Bruce Lee. I want to say thanks to Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, one of my heroes growing up, hero of many, and he changed my life, especially in my 20s when I was struggling. I watched all of his DVDs, I read all his books. I was obsessed. I watched his. It was just an amazing positive effect that he had on my life, especially in my 20s. I made great friends because of Bruce Lee. He gave me so much determination and discipline and dedication to live a positive life. When I was struggling, like a lot of you have said today, you're struggling on the stream. So there's that. What was my next point? Okay. So yes, we're going through the daily discipline routine. So for 2024, like I said, I'm going to leave the daily discipline routine underneath this live stream, and everyone is welcome to make a copy so you've got it written down so that you don't lose the information, or you can watch my videos back. I put that on a lot of videos. Just want to say as well, I really appreciate all the support that all of you have given me throughout the years, and also I appreciate all of the criticism as well. Not that I don't take it on board. I don't waste my time reading it, but obviously it's part of being successful and positive, and I do value it. I appreciate it. It has helped me to change my life and be a better person, and you know, understand people a lot more. So yeah, what we've gone through the gratitude, the cleaning, the exercising, the eating healthy. Now we're on to the bit of creativity. Being creative is very important for men and women, but important for everyone. Now, being creative in your business, if you're running a business, you know what that means. That you've got things to create in your business for your clients, your customers, your audience. Being creative, if you don't have a business but you work in a job, you've got to be creative. You've got to go to work, and being creative is your effort, your energy. Being creative in the way that you treat people, like I said earlier, being kind. We're all creative human beings, but we could all create positive things in our life or negative depending on our choice, our discipline. So make sure you're creating positive atmosphere when you're around people, whoever you come in contact with, and you'll be positive to yourself. So being creative is important. I want to give you some concrete examples of creativity just to really give you clarity. So example, this is being creative. I'm doing this live stream. This is part of my daily discipline routine, and it feels good. I enjoy it. I love it. It helps a lot of people. It's part of my passion, what I love to do: speak, teach, create, do talks in person, talks online, etc. So everyone's creative, even though some people think they're not. They are. Writing is a great creative outlet. I love writing. Doctors, teachers, parents, smart people have been saying long before we were alive, if you've got a problem or you're stressed or anxiety, write it out. Writing is therapy. And of course, writing can be used not just for therapy, but because you enjoy writing, it's creative. You can make money writing. You can write a book. You can create content in your business through writing, You can give value. You can educate people. You can inspire them. And you can write simply for the joy of writing. I write every day. I love it. I've done some writing today. So writing is creativity. Another creativity is making YouTube videos, something that I've been doing for over 10 years. I love it. You can make videos. Another form of creativity is obviously you can sing, for people that enjoy singing. You can write a script for a film. You can dance. Dancing is creative. Exercising. So creativity, you can do your hobby. And there's other things there. Obviously, some of you can come up with them. So being creative is really important. It's great for mental health. It's great for confidence. It's great for discipline. And obviously, if you want to live a disciplined life and a positive life and a happy life and a meaningful life, then you've got to create it. If you don't create it, then you're not going to live it. You're not going to have it. You're going to be stuck with a negative. So that's really important. Moving on towards the end of the daily discipline routine for 2024 and for life, those that want to live a better life, is resting. Rest is really important. It takes discipline to rest. Like, how many of you find it very difficult, even for 30 minutes, even for 5 minutes, to just relax, switch off from social media, come away from the negativity and the positivity and the overconsumption of videos and all the rest of it, and just to be able to relax and be and comfortable in your own skin for 30 minutes and switch off and just relax, be calm, lay down, sit up, go for a walk in nature, Enjoy time if you've got cats, animals. I love animals, love cats and dogs, especially cats. I find them charming, funny, relaxing to be around, very harmonious. Relax. 30 minutes a day. Now, my own way of doing it is some of the things I've named. Again, I respect everyone's got their own beliefs and faith. I believe in God, got my own faith. I like praying and then relaxing for even an hour, sometimes up to two. But you can start off with about 30 minutes. Find 30 minutes a day. Switch your phone off. Come off the internet. Come off TV. All of it. Just find your own way of relaxing. Be nice and calm. You can recover. You can rejuvenate. You can heal. You can give gratitude. Be thankful. And that's it. That's the daily discipline routine. I have got a bonus one that I add, but you don't have to do it. But at some point, it would be great if everyone did. You might have done it already traveling. I'm going to talk more about that on my channel. It's changed my life. I was speaking to a friend about it yesterday. It's changed his life. A previous, a girlfriend relationship that I had, it changed her life. Many friends, many clients. I'm lucky. All my clients, pretty much most of my clients have traveled the world. Many of my clients have traveled from all around the world to come and do my mentorship. I'm very grateful for that. I'm always grateful. Traveling does change your life. You meet new people. You experience new cultures and architecture, history. It distresses you. It opens up space for creative ideas. It gives you more of a passion to be kinder and to serve and to help people and connect with people and live a positive life. So there's that as well. And that's the routine. What I love about the daily discipline routine is you can make it work for you, your lifestyle, your career, your relationships, and it can be applied for anyone. Anyone, if you're married, it works. Single, divorced, you've got kids, you don't have kids, you're a student, you're a bit older in life. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what age you are, what your situation is. You've got a lot of money, you've got no money. This daily discipline routine is available and it works for everyone and anyone who's got the courage to commit to it and do it. And that's obviously everyone's choice. I can't force anyone to live a disciplined life. No one can do that. No one's got that right. I can share my story and teach you how I teach my paid committed clients to do it, and loads of thousands of people that follow me online that get this great information for free and what it's done for me and continue to do. By the way, Happy New Year as well. Obviously, in London, UK, we've got about half an hour or so to go, but some people have, there's a time difference, so hope all of you are having a good day. I've had a really good day today. I had a great day yesterday. I've had many good days. My whole mindset might be quite different to a lot of people, which is fine. I find a lot of my mentors is the same. I'm not really about celebrating one day. I'm about living it for life. Even though I understand it's nice to celebrate, and I've had many years of celebrating New Year's, and we're celebrating it today, but I just like living every day. Every day for me is an opportunity to, it's a new year, it's a new day. But okay, technically I know we're going into a new year, I appreciate that. That's me from the heart. I like to live every day and get the most out of it, at least try anyway, get more joy. So when New Year's does come, I feel good because I achieved the goals that I set in 2023, or most of them anyway, and I'm very thankful for that, and helping my clients to do the same and helping more of you. But everyone is entitled to choose their own way of living. But for those of you that want to live a disciplined, happy, grateful life, you've come to the right station. Yeah, I hope all of you are having a happy new year. Listen, the reality is a lot of people are not going to be happy, and I understand that, but there's a message of hope. If you are struggling right now, that's why you're on the live stream. Listen to this. It's not going to be easy. Don't judge yourself, because you can transform your life from right now. I'll explain something. Those of you that are ready to hear this, if you're not with your heads but your heart, if you commit right now to changing your life, you've already made life-changing changes. I did this many years ago when I was struggling. It wasn't on New Year's Day, but it doesn't matter. The principle's the same. I was at rock bottom. I was in my 20s. I was depressed. I was suicidal. I was thinking about killing myself. I didn't want to die, but I didn't want to live unhappy. And I prayed to God and asked God to please give me the strength. And then I listened to a video from Les Brown. And his story and message inspired me in such a powerful way that it made me cry. I was so happy to cry, the joy of the relief. And I made a commitment during and after listening to Les Brown's motivational message on YouTube. And something in me changed in my 20s, all those years ago. And then I went out after and I changed my life by being disciplined and facing all my fears. And that's how I became successful in that stage of my life, that chapter. Obviously, since then, I had a mental health breakdown in my 30s, and I've overcome that. That was 6 years ago, and done it again through faith, through discipline, learning and not giving up, and using the struggle as motivation, using it as a positive to live a better life and change. So every journey, every step, every thought, every action, every change starts with a struggle. If people didn't want to change their life, they wouldn't be struggling. So struggle doesn't have to be negative. Unlike popular belief in society, where people are shamed or made to feel ashamed, not by everybody, I'm not going to say that that's not true, but by a lot of people who are at a certain level of intelligence, a certain level of thinking. That's what they think and believe. They project that. And they feel that way, and that makes people feel ashamed and embarrassed. And I used to be like that until I changed. I'm not like that anymore because of what I've gone through, because of the struggles that I've overcome, and because of the value that I've value in struggle, and because I've become successful through my struggles, my trials and tribulations, my challenges. And I'm sharing my story once again to share with people, all people, anybody that cares to hear it, anybody that needs to hear it, anybody that's ready to receive the message, especially those that are struggling, that feel down, depressed, discouraged, disenfranchised. My message is for you. In 2017, prior to living a very successful, happy life, I started to struggle really bad with mental health, fear, anxiety, intrusive thoughts, suicidal thoughts, but didn't want to die, but didn't want to stay, lost the passion to live. And after going through mental health challenges and being rock bottom and wanting to give up and actually giving up on my human effort, I found my faith by reading the Bible, asking God, help me out here. I'm really struggling. I can't do this on my own. I want to give up. I'm scared to death. I'm lonely. I'm struggling. I don't know what to do. I feel powerless. It's hard to trust anyone. I don't know how to confront this problem. I've tried. It's not working. I'm in pain. I'm struggling. I don't want this anymore. Can you help me? Yes, I got the help with the faith. I found strength in the mental hospital. I found faith. Good people helped me, a select few, very grateful for. And I found strength. I come out of worrying about what people thought. It didn't matter to me. Wasn't worried about what people thought about me because I was happy in a mental hospital with no money, with poor mental health, lost all my confidence, didn't have many friends, didn't want any friends, didn't have most of the things that most people are desperate for or want or crave. But I found peace again. I was laughing. After a couple of days being in the hospital, I made friends in there. I was eating food. I was going out for walks. I had gratitude. Then I created a vision, which I am living right now, and I've done it. My vision was, I want to come back. If you help me, God, if you get me through this, and the good nature of good people, if they help me, I promise when I come back and I'm well again, I'm going to share my story. And I hope that it lands to the right people at the right time so they can change their life, change their story. And that's what I've continued to do. I'm 40 pounds lighter. I'm running my business again. I've changed my teaching. I've changed my whole life. I'm paying my taxes. I'm paying my rent. I'm paying my council tax. I'm making money. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm living a blessed life. And I'm living a more disciplined life than I've ever lived. So you can use your struggle. All of you that are listening on this stream and those of you that will be watching this video later on, I appreciate you. You can transform your life with your struggle. There's a gift in the pain. There's intelligence in the pain. There is a great life awaiting you within your pain. If you've got the courage, if you've got the heart, if you've got the faith, and if you've got the strength to get the help that you need and apply what I've been saying throughout the last 45 minutes on this live stream, anyone can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm not better than anybody. I'm certainly not below anybody. And I believe wholeheartedly it's the same for all of you. If I can do it, as scared as I was, as weak as I was, as lonely, as frightened, as insecure as I was, obviously mental illness is no one's fault. And there's no reason why any of you can't do it. And that should give a lot of people hope. It should give you strength. And I would say as well, please don't just listen to me and take my words. Listen to other people that have overcome struggles, that are living a positive life, that are living what they're teaching, that are showing you positivity in their life, in their words, from their heart, in their demeanor, and the life that they're living. And hopefully they can share with you what I try my best to do, and usually good people always do it. They do it. They can share with you their insecurities, that they were feeling exactly the same as what you were feeling. Insecure, not good enough, doubt, not loved, rejected, misunderstood, possibly abandoned, frightened, not trusting. We go through all these things, successful people. We go through all of them and more, believe me, what you're going through. But the difference is, somehow, some way, we don't give up. We feel like giving up. We may give up in moments, but in the long haul, we don't give up. And that's why we get there. We get to a good place and we share our story. We share our story from our hearts with other human beings to help them to do the same. And we feel great about doing it. And I feel great and I feel blessed to be in a position where I can do that. So anyone can do it. If you're enjoying this live stream and it's helping you, you're very welcome to share it. You don't have to if you don't want to. Please don't do it because you feel you have to. I'd rather that you not. You can like it if you enjoy it. You don't have to. Don't do it out of obligation. Do it from your heart. Subscribe to the channel. Again, do it if your heart tells you to do it. Don't do it if you don't feel like doing it. You feel obligated. You're not obligated to me. I'm blessed. I appreciate the support. And what I've got in my life is more than I could have ever hoped for. I think I'm going to make it. I'm really enjoying this stream. Thank you for all of you coming on. This is a dream come true. I'm enjoying it. See, that's the thing, you know, changing your life, transforming your life in every single way, shape and form that people want to do it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes courage. You're going to have to go through a lot of pain. No one escapes that. But I will say this, although changing your life takes time and effort, you can change your life from today. I've said it. If you commit to change from your heart and you mean it and you're not lying to yourself, you're already creating change. If you clean the apartment right now, if your apartment's messy right now, why don't you clean it? We've got 26 minutes before New Year happens in London, England. Start today. Start eating healthy today. What's stopping you? No one's stopping you other than your own fears and anxieties and your own intrusive thoughts. No one's stopping you. You can start right now. Right. I've done, that'll be it today. I've given to the amount that feels correct. I really appreciate all of you coming on. Enjoy your new year. I'll see you probably in a few hours. I'm going to be uploading some videos that I shot today and editing them, putting them together to help more people to build discipline and live a successful, positive, happy life. Remember, let me share this as well. This is probably the best lesson I learned throughout this year, and I'm teaching it and practicing it. I'm going to talk about it more. Above all the things that we want and we hope for, I hope everyone gets them, especially if they're positive. The most rewarding thing that I've learned in my life and journey is giving to other people. Giving with boundaries in the right way, caring, sharing, giving. You can give by just being kind. Obviously, there's a time to give financially. That feels really good, but it doesn't have to be financial, but you can do it. You can give financially, you can give with your energy, your kindness, your creativity, your thoughts. Giving is the best reward. That's how you get out. That's what I learned in the mental hospital. That's what got me through, was giving, caring, people caring for me, caring for others. I'm going to end it on that note. That is a great way to live a positive life. It takes courage to give. It takes courage to be kind, especially when people have been unkind to you. Trust has been broken. No excuses though. No excuses. There's only the right way to go about it. So that's my lesson going into 2024 that I learned throughout my whole life, but especially in a mental hospital in 2017, my recovery. Powerful giving. And I've said in the video that I've got coming, the best teacher that ever taught me that was my lovely Nan. The power of giving and being kind. I'm going to leave it on that note. Happy New Year. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And I'll see you soon.